Welcome to Life Stories with Grace Kansiime and Mwesigye. Yes, that's the channel name. Life Stories with Grace Kansiime and Mwesigye. This is a place where we grow, we share ideas about so many things that affect us in daily life. And after sharing, we also share comments in the comment section. And then out of all those comments, we grow. We grow by lifting up each other. And that's what we do on this channel. And so, if it is your first time on this channel, thank you for choosing us. And I will ask you kindly subscribe. And if you find the videos very helpful, like and share with all your networks. And for you, the returning friends, I clap for you. Thank you. You're the reason I keep coming and coming and coming again. Okay, today we are going to talk about children. We are going to talk about children. There are so many cases of parents who are so desperate about their children not performing so well in class, children not getting the fours and the eights and the straight A's to take them to the top schools in this country. Yes, and a lot of pressure is upon the parents as well as the children. Sometimes when these children are going to do the exams, the pressure on the parents is like too much, and you can even think that it is the parent who is doing the exams. But my goodness, the pressure can be too much. And so some parents even end up doing the unthinkable. They go ahead, buy the exams for these children. They get teachers to coach them. And when these children get the fours and the eights and the straight A's, you will see the joy. They are jumping up and down. But is this the right thing for you to do? To buy exams, to cheat for a child to pass so that they can go to a good school? Now, in this country, this has been the root cause of the so many challenges that our children are facing. You find children who got fours, they went to these big schools, the parents continue cheating, and when it is time to go to the university, these children never go beyond that because they have grown all their lives being given exams. And so when they're in the university, there's nothing they can do for themselves. Some of them even complete and they can never write a paper on their own. What has gone wrong in our society that we will get to the level of cheating exams for the children, that we will get to a level of buying expensive clothes and everything for children to go for prom? Even hiring expensive cars, there are some who can even afford to send choppers to fly their young people to the proms. Now, let me tell you, that is not okay. It is not okay for your child. There is a level that children need to know that money is worked for, that money is saved, that money is used responsibly. These children, when they finish the school, sometimes even when they are still in school, they still want to live the life of a working, they want to live that life of having too much money because that is what they are used to. And then eventually they do not want to work. They don't like to work. They don't like to earn money. They just want to have free money to party, to enjoy, and to just waste around, just because the culture of work was never inculcated in them. We know of some very good friends who went to be with the Lord, and they were really good Christians. But their children, some of them have sent their mother out of their father's property. Why? Because they are used to extravagant life. They were never taught that money is worked for. And so for them, it's like a party. It's like a party. They are having all this money. They are having all the property. They are selling one by one. They are selling the pieces of land. And the effort of the parent who worked so hard to have this money did not pay off because there was one missing link. Children were never prepared to face the world. Instead, the parent thought they were preparing the world for the children. Let me tell you, the world is so rough. You can never prepare the world enough to make it so comfortable for your children if you have not prepared the children to face the uncertainties in this world. The world is full of so many uncertainties. When you are not there, will these children face the troubles head on? If you're old and you're retired and you want your children to take up the businesses, will they be in position to take up those businesses and work just like you used to work? Today, the reason why I did this video is to encourage you. Let your children be prepared to face the world. I believe in the scripture that says that teach your children the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from it. Sometimes these children may miss along the way, they may do the things that they are not supposed to do. They may go drinking, they may go clubbing, they may go lazing, they may do so many other things. But let me tell you one truth. What you taught these children when they were young, it is only a matter of time. They will get back online. And so I want to encourage you, my dear parents, do not prepare soft landing for your children. Prepare them to face the rough patches in life. When they are prepared to face the rough patches in life, where you have put for them soft landing, they will benefit. When the rough patches come, they will still overcome. And let me tell you one truth. It's not a must that your children must get the straight A's. No. I know some people who struggled in class. They struggled, they were passing on the line, but somehow they made it. They went to secondary school on merit. In secondary school, they struggled. They went to high school and they were still struggling. When they went to university and they met these children who were always having their exams cheated for them, these children excelled beyond the people who came from these very big schools. And so it's not a matter of the child getting a straight A or going to a particular school. Wherever God has placed these children, they will still make it. They will still pass. They will still catch up with those who are in the best schools. Now look at our community. Is it that only those children who went to Gayaza, Namagunga, Budok, Chisubi, are they the only ones who are in the high places? There are those who came from schools deep in the villages, even those schools that we do not know their names. You don't, even when they mention it, it doesn't click right in your head. But we have children who have come from there and they are there. And so I want to encourage you. Don't prepare the world for your child. Prepare your child to face the world. And when you are tired and old, or when you are no longer here, your child will face the world squarely. They will not sell the things you have made. They will not misuse them. Instead, they will use them responsibly and they will honor you even when you are no longer there. What am I saying? Prepare your child to face the world. In spite of the so many difficulties, they will survive, they will thrive, and they will make you proud. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like. And if you find it useful, share with that one parent, share with that child, share with that friend.